I feel proud of myself. I first signed in 2019, so now we are 2025. So yeah, I'm so happy.
Have you ever wondered what life really looks like for a world-class footballer when the stadium lights switch off, the cameras stop rolling, and the noise of the crowd fades into silence? For William Saliba, Arsenal's defensive powerhouse, there exists a world far removed from the intensity of Premier League football. A world hidden away in the quiet embrace of the countryside, where towering trees replace towering strikers and calm mornings stand in complete contrast to the pressure-filled nights at the Emirates. Today, we're stepping beyond the pitch and into a side of Saliba that fans rarely get to see. Not the tackles, not the composure, not the flawless positioning, but the man behind the talent. This is a journey into his private retreat, his sanctuary, his life beyond football. Welcome to the mystery, the tranquility, and the whispers surrounding William Saliba's secret countryside escape. Welcome to a story that reaches far beyond highlight reels, match reactions, or tactical debates. Today we explore a world that exists away from chance, pressure, and constant attention. William Saliba, a figure admired for remarkable composure and strength on the pitch, has built a life that contrasts sharply with the frenzy surrounding elite competition. While supporters witness his brilliance under bright stadium lights, very few ever imagine the quieter realm he escapes to once each demanding battle ends. Our journey reveals a sanctuary shaped not by fame, but by intention, a place where nature, space, and stillness create the perfect counterbalance to the intensity that defines top-level performance. This video uncovers the mindset, routines, and values that guide one of football's most intriguing modern defenders as he seeks harmony between ambition and peace. So settle in, because what lies ahead isn't simply a look at luxury or status. It's a deeper dive into identity, discipline, and the choices that sustain greatness. Discover how Saliba recharges, reflects, and grows away from roaring crowds and tactical scrutiny. You're about to witness an entirely different side of a player whose calm presence on the field is matched only by the serenity he cultivates beyond it. Let's step inside a life that few even know exists. William Saliba's rise begins in Bondy, a suburb northeast of Paris known for producing exceptional talent. Born in 2001, he grew up surrounded by a community that valued resilience, discipline, and relentless drive. At just 6 years old, he stepped onto a small local pitch under the guidance of Kylian Mbappe's father, who immediately recognized the young boy's rare instinct for reading play long before bigger academies spotted him. That early foundation shaped a defender who understood the game not only with his feet, but with his mind. By 17, Saliba had impressed coaches at Saint Étienne enough to earn a professional debut. Standing over 6 feet 4 inches, 1.92 meters, he displayed remarkable poise for someone barely out of school. While other teenagers relied on raw energy, he relied on anticipation, positioning, and an intelligence usually found in seasoned veterans. Scouts across Europe noted those qualities, and within months, Premier League eyes turned toward the French prodigy. Arsenal secured his signature in 2019 for roughly £27 million, a clear indication of the club's belief in his future. Yet despite the excitement, his path to North London wasn't straightforward. Multiple loan spells followed, first back at Saint Étienne, then Nice, and later Marseille. Each stint added a different layer: toughness, leadership, and sharper tactical understanding. During his season at Marseille, he completed over 2,800 minutes in Ligue 1, earned the Young Player of the Year award, and delivered performances that demonstrated reliability far beyond his age. When he finally returned to Arsenal in 2022, he arrived not as a prospect, but as a commanding presence. His debut Premier League campaign featured outstanding consistency, quick recoveries, aerial dominance, and calm distribution even under intense pressure. In matches where nerves rattled others, Saliba looked almost untouchable. By season's end, he recorded some of the league's highest numbers for interceptions, successful duels, and progressive passes from a central defender. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of William Saliba's rise is his mentality. Amid growing attention and expectations, he has remained grounded, avoiding controversies or theatrics and relying instead on quiet determination. This maturity, evident well before his 23rd birthday, became a cornerstone of Arsenal's defensive revival, with his absence during injury highlighting his immense influence. Saliba's journey is more than clubs or statistics. It reflects a young man mastering calm under pressure, converting setbacks into fuel, and building a reputation through substance rather than noise. Every match at the highest level demands physical intensity and mental clarity, and the pressures of training, travel, and public scrutiny are constant. For Saliba, a countryside retreat provides essential balance. Open fields, clean air, and silence contrast with stadium noise and city chaos, promoting recovery, reflection, and sharper focus. Nature also enhances sleep, healing, and heart health, enabling him to maintain composure, discipline, and performance throughout the relentless rhythm of elite football. The countryside also encourages a healthier routine. Morning walks, fresh surroundings, and uninterrupted time build a foundation for consistent performance. For Saliba, someone known for poise and maturity, this environment mirrors his personality. It reinforces patience, preserves energy, and offers the tranquility necessary to thrive in a demanding career that rarely pauses. Imagine driving along a winding rural lane surrounded by rolling hills, tall hedgerows, and open farmland stretching for miles. Then through a set of discreet oak gates, a breathtaking property reveals itself. An estate designed not for extravagance alone, but for restoration, concentration, and personal growth. For a footballer constantly pushed to the limit, a countryside mansion built with purpose becomes more than a residence. It evolves into a sanctuary. The home sits on roughly 10 to 15 acres, offering privacy without feeling isolated. A long gravel driveway, about 120 meters in length, leads toward a modern, stone-fronted structure that blends seamlessly with the natural environment. Large panoramic windows wrap around the building, allowing daylight to pour into every corner while giving uninterrupted views of fields, forests, and distant villages. The architecture favors clean lines, natural textures, and open spaces, forming an atmosphere of balance and tranquility. Inside, the main living area covers approximately 1,500 square feet, featuring high ceilings and an understated color palette. A minimalist interior style encourages calmness, ensuring nothing distracts from recovery or reflection. A wall-mounted screen, soft lighting, and a surround sound system valued near £25,000 create a cinema-style environment for film analysis or quiet evenings. Every elite defender requires physical conditioning, so the mansion includes a private gym equipped with high-performance machines. A curved treadmill, free weight collection, recovery boots, cryotherapy chamber, and yoga mats occupy a space of around 600 square feet. The equipment package alone could exceed £80,000, yet the focus remains functionality. Everything is chosen to maintain sharpness throughout marathon seasons. Connected to the gym is a hydrotherapy area. It contains a cold plunge pool set to 10 degrees Celsius, a resistant swimming lane, and a sauna constructed with cedar wood. These additions allow daily regeneration without constant visits to training facilities. Floor-to-ceiling glass makes the water appear to merge with the landscape outside, reinforcing the link between physical healing and nature. Further inside sits a study, quiet, warm, and intentionally simple. A wide desk faces a tranquil view of grazing horses and distant trees. Here, tactical notebooks, match reviews, and personal goals can be explored without interruptions. For someone who values mental strength, this room becomes essential. Upstairs, the bedrooms adopt the same philosophy. Soft color tones and natural fabrics fill the master suite, measuring around 400 square feet. A walk-in wardrobe, ambient lighting, and a terrace overlooking the grounds complete the peaceful setting. Mornings begin with golden light, not car horns or crowded streets. Outside, the estate becomes even more impressive. A training lawn, a perfectly level 30 by 20 meter grass area, allows light drills or stretching sessions on rest days. A decked patio surrounds an infinity pool that appears to flow toward the horizon, especially during sunset. On the far side of the property stands a small woodland path, ideal for evening walks, meditation, or deep thinking after demanding matches. Although luxurious, nothing feels excessive. Every choice supports clarity, stability, and long-term performance. This kind of countryside mansion offers serenity, space, and control. factors that help an athlete maintain excellence in a world where pressure never truly stops. Life beyond football for William Saliba unfolds with intention, structure, and steady routines that help him maintain equilibrium away from relentless competition. Each morning begins inside his countryside refuge, where sunlight pours through wide windows before the day gathers momentum. He typically wakes around 7, hydrates with mineral water, then spends 10 minutes stretching major muscle groups to stimulate circulation. A nutritionist-approved breakfast follows, usually consisting of eggs, fruit, oats, and a shake enriched with vitamins that cost nearly £120 per monthly supply. Afterward, Saliba dedicates quiet time to meditation, breathing exercises, or journaling. This reflective window strengthens mental clarity essential for maintaining balance. He often reads motivational books, tactical biographies, or French literature, creating a mindful contrast to intense matches. His personal library contains roughly 200 titles, arranged neatly across custom shelving, valued near £3,000. Fitness remains central even during downtime. Light training sessions take place inside his private gym, where equipment supports flexibility, strength, and stability. Resistance bands, balance boards, and kettlebells weighing up to 30 kilograms form part of targeted routines designed to protect joints and enhance movement. When necessary, he visits the hydrotherapy area, alternating between cold immersion, warm jets, and sauna heat for 20-minute cycles. Outside football, William Saliba prioritizes stillness, using countryside walks to decompress while enjoying open scenery. Calm music often accompanies these strolls, fostering relaxation and mental clarity. Evenings are spent cooking, gaming, or watching documentaries, with meals prepared from fresh local ingredients, allowing him to remain grounded. Family connections also remain central. Video calls and conversations with loved ones reinforce his values and provide emotional stability amidst demanding schedules. Saliba's daily routine reflects deliberate structure. He revisits goals, evaluates progress, and resets intentions, followed by restorative practices such as warm mineral baths and sleeping in a serene bedroom overlooking quiet fields. These consistent habits preserve energy, strengthen focus, and support long-term performance. Beyond relaxation, hobbies serve functional roles. Gaming sharpens reflexes, documentaries expand knowledge, and creative pursuits stimulate imagination. Each activity contributes to personal growth and balance, counteracting external pressures inherent in elite football. At the core of his development lies disciplined training and mental preparation. Every physical and psychological element is meticulously planned to enhance durability, concentration, and consistency, fostering the composure for which he is admired. Through intentional living, Saliba maintains both excellence on the pitch and equilibrium in life beyond it. Morning conditioning generally begins shortly after breakfast, when energy levels remain stable. He starts with a dynamic warm-up lasting around 15 minutes, incorporating mobility drills targeting hips, ankles, and shoulders. Elastic bands costing roughly 45 pounds help activate smaller stabilizing muscles, crucial for maintaining balance during tight defensive duels. Once fully warmed, he transitions into compound exercises using kettlebells, barbells, and medicine balls. A typical session includes squats, deadlifts, lunges, and core variations with loads reaching 80 to 100 kilograms, depending on the phase of his training cycle. Speed work forms another essential portion of his program. Short sprints across distances ranging between 10 and 30 meters improve acceleration and reaction time. A laser timing device valued near 600 pounds allows precise measurement of each run, helping coaches refine technique. Lateral movement drills enhance agility, enabling swift adjustments whenever attackers attempt quick changes of direction. Repetition builds instinct, ensuring every defensive action feels natural during matches. To elevate endurance, Saliba completes interval circuits mixing moderate jogging with sharp bursts. Heart rate monitors priced around 300 pounds track cardiovascular output, guiding intensity levels and recovery lengths. Maintaining a strong aerobic base reduces fatigue during late stages of games, preserving focus when mistakes often occur. Equally important is post-training recovery. His hydrotherapy area allows 20-minute cold immersion at 10 degrees Celsius, followed by warm jets easing muscle tension. A massage gun costing £350 assists in breaking down tight spots, while foam rollers stretch connective tissue without placing unnecessary strain on joints. Nutrition supports regeneration as well. Protein shakes, electrolytes, and supplements selected by specialists cost approximately £90 per week. Mental discipline receives the same attention as physical preparation. Saliba spends significant time studying opponents, using high-definition footage displayed on a large screen to identify patterns, preferred movements, and tactical tendencies. Each viewing session lasts around 40 minutes, allowing thorough evaluation without overwhelming concentration. Notes stored inside a digital tablet valued at £500 help organize insights for future reference. Mindfulness practices enhance emotional regulation. 10-minute breathing cycles calm nerves, while visualization strengthens confidence before crucial fixtures. He envisions scenarios, duels, interceptions, aerial battles, and imagines successful outcomes, reinforcing readiness long before stepping onto any field. Regular meditation reduces stress, stabilizing thought processes despite public scrutiny surrounding elite footballers. Psychological training also includes goal setting. Weekly targets encourage steady growth, whether improving passing accuracy, winning defensive duels, or refining positioning. Each objective remains measurable, realistic, and aligned with long-term ambitions. Achieving them fuels motivation, while setbacks provide lessons rather than discouragement. During intense periods with matches every 3 or 4 days, discipline ensures he never drifts away from optimal condition. Sleep habits, hydration, and consistent evaluation guard against complacency. Even leisure activities are balanced carefully to avoid mental overload. Gaming sharpens reactions, documentaries broaden perspective, and quiet reading nurtures emotional stability. Through unwavering commitment, strategic planning, and balanced routines, Saliba maintains a standard that separates reliable defenders from extraordinary ones. His training and mental discipline form the invisible foundation, sustaining excellence throughout his journey. Away from the intensity of professional football, William Saliba immerses himself in activities that balance focus with enjoyment, creating space to express his personality. Music plays a central role, ranging from French rap and melodic R&B to ambient instrumentals and Afrobeat. It accompanies his training, travel, and relaxation, shaping moods and offering a sense of rhythm throughout the week. Gaming also provides both challenge and leisure, with tactical shooters, open-world adventures, and sports titles sharpening reflexes while offering laughter-filled moments with close friends, free from public scrutiny. Fashion represents another outlet as Saliba appreciates clean lines, premium fabrics, and understated designs that emphasize craftsmanship over branding. Reading forms a quieter pursuit with works on sports psychology, philosophy, biographies, and resilience fostering reflection and mental clarity. Long walks through the countryside offer calm, inspiration, and the occasional photography opportunity, further encouraging patience and awareness. Cooking simple, wholesome meals allows him to remain grounded, connecting body and mind. Central to his life is a small, trusted inner circle. Family, childhood friends, and select teammates provide emotional support, perspective, and stability, helping him navigate the pressures of elite competition. Meaningful conversations with these individuals reinforce values, balance, and groundedness. Together, Saliba's hobbies, interests, and relationships create a world of curiosity, calm, and focus, sustaining both personal well-being and professional excellence beyond the football pitch. At the center of this circle are family members who shaped his character long before he gained recognition. Their influence instilled humility, discipline, and appreciation for hard work. Regular video calls, group messages, and occasional visits keep him connected to those early foundations. These interactions help him remain grounded, reminding him of values that existed long before stadiums, cameras, and public expectations. Close friends also play a vital role. Many of them come from childhood or early academy days, relationships built on authenticity rather than fame. With them, Saliba can laugh freely, discuss normal life, and escape the non-stop analysis that surrounds his profession. They share memories from years before the world knew his name, creating a sense of continuity and belonging. Within football, he maintains respectful, supportive bonds with teammates and coaching staff. These connections grow stronger through shared challenges, long training days, tactical adjustments, recovery sessions, and emotional highs and lows. Veteran teammates offer wisdom, younger players bring enthusiasm, and coaches supply guidance that pushes him forward. Together, they form a moving family that understands the unique pressures of competition. Privacy remains essential for Saliba. He chooses relationships carefully, preferring depth over quantity. Trust is earned slowly and valued deeply. By surrounding himself with loyal, positive individuals, he protects mental clarity and ensures emotional well-being. His inner circle gives him strength, balance, and unwavering encouragement. Quiet forces that shape both his journey and his identity beyond football. William Saliba's surroundings mirror the qualities that define him on and off the pitch: calm, disciplined, and intentional. Every aspect of his countryside retreat, from spacious, uncluttered rooms to meticulously maintained outdoor areas, reflects a mind that values clarity and focus. The open-plan living areas, flooded with natural light, suggest transparency and thoughtfulness, while carefully curated minimalism signals a preference for order over distraction. The expansive lawns, forested paths, and distant horizons capture a desire for space and perspective. Just as Saliba reads the field before making decisive interventions, he enjoys environments that allow observation, reflection, and strategic thinking. Subtle design choices, soft, neutral tones, natural materials, and seamless indoor-outdoor transitions echo a temperament that favors patience and balance over impulsivity. Even his training and recovery spaces speak volumes. Equipment is chosen for function rather than show, reinforcing discipline, self-awareness, and deliberate improvement. Quiet study corners and serene walkways demonstrate a personality that prioritizes mental clarity as much as physical prowess. In essence, every element of his sanctuary communicates the same principles he embodies in football: composure under pressure, attention to detail, and a constant pursuit of growth, revealing a character harmoniously aligned with the world he inhabits. William Saliba's story extends far beyond tackles, interceptions, or Premier League headlines. Behind the spotlight lies a carefully curated world where discipline, reflection, and balance define daily life. His countryside sanctuary, thoughtfully designed routines, and meaningful relationships illustrate a man who values growth, mental clarity, and long-term well-being as much as athletic excellence. Every element of his environment, from serene walkways and private gyms to quiet study corners, reinforces the traits that make him exceptional on the field: composure, awareness, and resilience. Saliba's hobbies, interests, and inner circle further reveal a personality grounded in authenticity and intention, showing that greatness is cultivated not just through talent, but through deliberate lifestyle choices. His life beyond football demonstrates how space, calm, and mindful living can enhance performance, foster creativity, and sustain mental health. In essence, William Saliba exemplifies a modern athlete who achieves mastery on the pitch while thriving quietly, intentionally, and fully in the world beyond it.